All right, I'm sharing my screen with you to show you the Nutrition Plus app and how I utilize it the best way. So, in the Nutrition Plus app, you are able to track your water, your weight, and your Shakeology. But more importantly, you get to track how much you get to eat throughout the day. So, you can see for this particular program, I calculated how many containers I can have, and you're wondering, well, how do I know how many containers I can have? Well, read your nutrition guide for every program you do. For example, if you're doing 80-day obsession, you may be able to eat more based off of your plan than if you are doing, so to speak, lift 4, which is only 4 days a week, compared to 80-day, which is every day of the week for 80 days. Your nutrition is going to change depending on the program that you are following for fitness. So look through your program materials, look through your nutrition guide. So I've already entered my containers in here, and you can do so from your settings, but check out how I use this um, to help me plan and prep. Okay. Now, the first thing I always do is every Sunday is we plan out our dinners. Okay. So I highly suggest if you're going to plan anything, plan. I'm not saying prep, I'm saying plan. So I know exactly what we're going to have at least the 5 busy days of the week, Monday through Friday. And let's pretend that I'm having tacos. Okay. For dinner, we're having chicken tacos. So at the beginning of the day, I'm actually going to head right to meal 6, which is the last meal of the day. Even though I haven't eaten it, I do have it planned. So I know what I'm going to be eating at dinner. And I'm going to have my chicken tacos with spinach or maybe lettuce, some kind of veggie. I'm going to have my chicken. I'm going to have some cheese. So I'm going to do a whole serving of cheese on my taco. And I'm also made that chicken with an oil on the stovetop. And I also am going to have a whole wheat tortilla. So I added my veggie, my protein, my carb, my healthy fat, and my oil. Now, remember, Ultimate Portion Fix will teach you, again, more about time nutrition and all of those things. So I'm not going to go into great detail. I'm just going to show you how I use meal 6 and log it first. And why do I do that? So log. Now I have my containers have been taken away on what I've eaten. I also always know what I'm going to have for breakfast because it's the first meal of the day. So that one's easy. Depending on what you eat, I'm going to pretend that I had egg bake with scrambled spinach in it. So I have one veggie, one protein, and I'm going to log it. Okay, so now do you see how I have meal 6 in there? Because I have it planned already. I know what we're having. Meal 1 because it's the first meal out of the day. And now I know what I have for the entire day to eat. This leaves dinner so much more easier. If you just wing it, you are left sometimes with some really awkward food choices at the end of the day, and that gets frustrating. And when nutrition is frustrating, that's when people quit, and that's when people don't find it sustainable for life. So, this is an easy peasy way of doing it. Meal planning is huge. It is my go to, it is how I survive. Without going crazy. One more thing to keep in mind if you're wondering about what constitutes a healthy fat, I'm going to click on the blue container and it will show me what all my healthy fat options are. This is a smaller list than what most of you might see when you look actually on Ultimate Portion Fix, but you at least have an idea of what a blue container would be, and you can do the same with all of the containers. You click on it and it will tell you. One last thing. From this app, you can click on recipes and it will bring you to your Beachbody On Demand account. So I'm going to click on the screen. It's going to pop right over to Beachbody On Demand where I can get my recipes. And I'm just going to click on the first one I see here for example's sake. See, I'm on Beachbody On Demand. Okay, let's pretend I'm making these spaghetti squash sliders. I'm going to scroll down, and if it's not a fixate recipe, there we go. Roasted spaghetti squash sliders. It shows me how long it takes, the ingredients. But watch, all the way down to the bottom, it's going to show me my container equivalents. And you can see it is 2 green, 2 yellow, and 2 teaspoons. If you're following 2B Mindset, they'll also kind of give you a breakdown of it as well. So I love the Nutrition Plus app. Super helpful. It is my